Formula One in Italy, Supercar V8 in Australia, Super GT in Japan, Le Mans sports cars in England, and I report it all from a green screen studio / storage room in New York City. But Kanye tells me this will be the best video ever, so it's cool? Whatever, moving on. The Monza Formula One race. Rubens Barrichello finished first, but Ross Brawn won it with his one-stop strategy. Figured he couldn't outpace the Kurz cars. Instead, Monza being so fast, less time stopped in the pits would be the advantage. But it was the tire strategy that got Rubens the win versus Jensen. You got two compound choices: soft, more grip, they heat up quicker, but they don't last as long, or prime, the opposite, not extreme, but different enough. And the rules say you have to use both compounds in the race. So Rubens started on primes, Jensen not. Barrichello knew coming out of his pit stop on softs would get him a quicker outlap, get him to max speed sooner, and build the gap that he needed to win versus Jensen. And it all worked, leaving Brawn as the team to beat, and Jensen versus Rubens as the championship battle. Because Red Bull failed. Hey, even Tila Tequila thought they got beat pretty bad. Ooh, that hurt. Red Bull runs only pull rod rear suspensions. Google it, or I can explain it in post-video comments. Pull rods allow the springs to be mounted lower in the car for weight distribution. And that made sense before the double diffuser ruling, because now space would be more effective and more useful for aero is stuffed with parts. So no grip, no low drag, no chance at Monza. In the Aussie V8 race, tires also became the difference maker here too. After 3 hours and 500 kilometers, Toll Racing made a last lap pass on Team Vodafone to win, as one of the Vodacar's front tires lost grip. These production-based cars have to run a ton of front camber for good turn-in and max tire contact in the corners, but too much burns off an edge. 3 hours of Aussie V8, which allows you all that time to hang out with the phenomenal grid girls. Remember that shakedown? The last one where I gave you 6 things that made race cars cool? Number 7, grid girls. The BOC car had a huge off that really showcased the need to fix the barriers at Phillip Island. Don't need races looking like a Dukes of Hazzard episode. However, this Aston Martin at Mid-Ohio, it still holds the record for the hop, skip, and jump. In Japan Super GT, both classes had drama. The GT500 winning NSX came up from 12th to win, and the GT300 winning Ferrari made a dramatic last lap pass. Like these cars more and more, in that no computer controls on the driving systems are allowed. No ABS, no traction control, nothing. Just anime-like aero redesign, imaginative mechanicals, and extreme race car building. But all production influenced? Kind of. In the Le Mans Series race at Silverstone, Aston Martin clinched the LMP1 championship via a third-place finish versus limited competition. No factory Audis or Peugeots this year. So they adopted a Serena Williams strategy and crammed 3 Astons down the throats of the competition to steal points and dominate. It worked. Because there were no foot faults in racing? And here's a little bonus. FIA GT3. Very production-based sports car racing in Europe. Home to Callaway Corvettes, the Audi R8 LMS, which won last week's race in Algarve, Portugal. 12 makes in total, including this, oh my freaking god, Morgan Aero Supersport. I love the car. It's V8 power from BMW, and the balls they have to use the word aero naming this thing. Check it all out at FIAGT3.com. Well, I go back and study up on my NASCAR. That's it for today.